Today we're taking a look at the Twig, a razor sent to me by Leaf. Leaf was so nice to send me out the full shave kit, which includes a razor and 5 blades, 50 additional blades, a blade bank, and the razor stand. The Twig is basically Leaf's answer to a double-edged razor with some key differences, which we'll get into here in a couple of minutes. The Twig is a rather small-handled razor. It has a single blade in it, and it is made out of all metal. Now, of course, that blade that's in it is basically a double-edged razor blade, just split in half, and the entire thing, once again, is all metal, which makes this razor a very eco-friendly razor, along with their cardboard packaging. The Leaf comes in several different colors. This one here is a mercury, which is basically to me a black, but it does have a few little glints of different colors in it. Then you have a black, a gold, a rose gold, a silver, and a chrome. And from what I can tell, all of those look very nice. The handle of the Twig also has a very nice grip to it. It's got some short little dips in it all the way around the neck, as well as the bottom of the handle, which made this razor very nice for not ever feeling like that it was out of control or that my fingers were gonna slip on it, even if I had a little bit of shave soap on them. Now, as I stated, the handle has some heft in it. However, probably not as much as it may look on video, because the bottom of it definitely has a hole that is fairly deep in it so that you can set it on its stand. The stand itself is a nice hefty weight, so you don't need to worry about it tipping over when the razor is in its place. Let me know down in the comments section if you've been waiting for me to review the Twig for you. Now, to change the blade in this, it is fairly simple. You just grab the head of the razor blade and turn the bottom of it to the right, and you will see that the portion that is holding the blade in place raises up. Now, if you continue to crank that handle over, it actually completely moves the top of the razor out of the way so that you can easily remove that blade and replace a new one. Now, just like their other razor, there is a little magnet in there to hold the blade in place for while you are closing and opening it. I found that moving the entire top of the head just shows how much they've actually thought about and put into this razor, which I really like it because it's little details like that that shows a company going above and beyond what they really needed to. A couple of key differences between the Twig and a double-edged razor is that you only have one blade on the Twig, as well as the entire head of the Twig is slanted. Now, the head is actually at 2 different angles. You have what is probably about a 28-degree angle, and then you have the more aggressive 30-degree angle, which is at the end of the top of the head of the razor blade itself, and the guard. Now, the nice thing about that is that you have a fairly large surface that is the exact angle that you need to be at, which means that when you go and you apply it to your skin, it is extremely easy to apply it at the right angle so that you can get the best shave possible. Now, unlike the Leaf, this one does not have a pivoting head on it. It is stationary, just like your standard double-edged razor. Now, shaving with the Twig was a very nice experience. I found that I could easily shave with it within about 2 to 3 strokes. I knew exactly how to hold the Twig. There was no real learning curve whatsoever on it. I knew I wasn't going to end up cutting myself. I was getting the correct angle on it right away, so that was a very nice experience. I also found that I could basically shave in any direction with this razor. That includes against the grain. Now, one of the only other razors that I have found that I feel comfortable with doing that does not irritate my skin is, of course, the original Leaf. Now, as I stated, the guard is fairly distanced from the blade. However, I found that doesn't hinder my shaving really at all, except for when it came to getting right along the mustache, where I really got to be careful that I don't go too high on, just because the blade is a little bit away from that guard. But once I got the hang of it and I knew that I needed to go a little bit past that and just a hair past where I thought that I would normally need to go with a double-edged razor, I was able to get it with no real problem. But I think that that is about the only issue that I found with this. And I think that it might be kind of an issue with people that get hair and shave their mustache area right at the nose. That might end up being a little bit of an issue, but honestly, I think that you'd be able to get it to work pretty much no matter what. Now, one good thing about that guard being farther away from the blade is that it made it extremely easy to rinse. I think that you could have the thickest gel or soap and it would have zero problem rinsing through the slots that are in the guard. I do like the grips that they have on this as well. It never felt like it was going to slip out of my hands, even when I had soap on my hands or on the razor itself. Now, do I think that the Twig is worth your money? Well, before I tell you the price of it, let's look at a few things. One, it could very well be the last razor that you'll ever need because, well, it's metal and there's nothing really on it that can break unless if you are really mishandling it. It uses DE razor blades, which means that you can literally buy a pack of like 25 of them and it'll last you however long it takes you to go through 50 blades, which is a really long time. So at least probably a year if you're changing them out a lot. And it's eco-friendly, which like I just said is definitely a nice little bonus. Now, it is a little bit more on the pricey side, even for like a double-edged razor, but I have seen double-edged razors go for about the same price what this is. You end up with two different prices for the Twig because you can get just the razor with the 5 blades for $60. Or you can get it in the kit, which comes with, of course, the stand, the blade bank, and 50 additional blades, which that is just $85, which it'll last you a really nice long time, and it gives you some place to put both your used blades and to set it on your shelf or your counter to dry off nice and properly. So do I think that it's worth your money? Honestly, I absolutely do. If you're looking for a razor that is going to last you a good long time and you're not so keen on the multi-bladed leaf, I definitely think that you should get this razor. If you'd like to pick yourself up any of the products from Leaf, go ahead and make sure to check out that link below. Hopefully you liked this review. If you did and you want to learn more about Leaf products, make sure to check out this playlist up here. Down below, that's going to be a video that you'll probably like as well. Until next time, as always, you have a good one.